the mayor can set up the structure by which the budget committee makes decisions on the budget, which it recommends to the city council, and then the city council is the one that ultimately votes on and passes and approves the budget. But you have to have a process that allows actual decision making to take place. And from my point of view, there are 4 important ingredients that need to be put into place. The first is the budget process needs to work in the following way. The proponents of the budget, of the coming budget that is being considered, need to win approval from the budget committee for any increases in spending over what was spent last year. Now, this doesn't say what will be approved or won't be approved, but it puts the budget committee in the position of being able to decide, are we going to spend more next year, and if so, for what, and how much is it going to cost us, and on whom is the burden going to fall in terms of taxes or service charges or fees. The way the budget has always run, up until 2 years ago, was that the presumption was we always want to maintain government as it's been going, and it's going to cost you more for various reasons, so we're going to include all those costs in our budget proposals, and then you, the budget committee, are going to have to figure out how to extract from the budget cuts. Well, dismantling a budget, particularly if you're a committee of 14 members, under time pressure, is virtually impossible. And it hasn't worked, and most of the people who've been part of the budget process have admitted that over the years. On the other hand, if the people who want to spend more, that is the proponents, the department managers in this case, if they want to spend more, it's incumbent on them to really sell the budget committee that this is going to be good for the city, and the cost of it is going to be reasonable and commensurate to the benefits. So that's just a healthier way of having the budget process work. Now, there's an interesting sidelight to that, which is the budget committee has 7 citizen members and the members of the council and the mayor. But the council needs to give the budget committee policy priorities. If you're going to cut anything or leave anything out of the budget, don't leave out police, don't leave out fire inspectors. Here is the priority in terms of public works, planning, a number of others, police and environmental concerns, questions like that. The council needs to create a framework within which the budget committee makes decisions. And the council hasn't thought to do that in the past. Sometimes they have a loose list of their goals and priorities, but they haven't tailored a set of guidelines that lets the budget committee know what they can do and what they can't do. So that's the second thing, is for the council to give budget priorities to the budget committee. The third thing is we have a long list of capital improvement projects that goes into the tens of millions of dollars, and it's renewed and extended every year, but it's never fully prioritized. And so the council needs to set priorities on those capital projects, and I think the priorities need to start shifting from automobile-oriented priorities to things like our water supply, as you were saying earlier. And the fourth thing is that when we look at capital projects, which are large, usually multi-million-dollar proposals, they tend to be discussed in terms of sticker price, as if you were to go to buy a car and that car is X thousands of dollars. But we almost always pay for them on credit. We borrow money, we issue bonds, and so the actual price that we pay by the time it hits the operating budget, which is what the budget committee deals with, can be significantly greater. AFN, we borrowed $15.5 million. We're paying back $27 million. So there's really a big difference there. And that needs to be factored in to the decision-making of the budget committee. So when you asked how far can the mayor go in controlling spending, the mayor can't dictate the that spending be cut in any particular way, but he can control those four things.
He is a member of the budget committee, right?
He's a member of the budget committee, he's a member, he's a voting member of the council in case of ties, and he is in charge of the arm of government that puts together and runs the process. So he can significantly alter it so that the city council is now placed in the position of making real choices about how we spend our money and how it's going to hit the community. And the public will be able to understand what's going on, and this will create an accountability link.